One tap creates a virtual wine fine tuner. Another, a coffee refiner. A beauty cream and makeup enhancer.
Wow. Look at your eye.
What a difference.
And with still just a tap, a strength and flexibility harmonizer.
Yeah, I definitely felt something different.
This is the Vitalizer. In the App Store on any smartphone, a simple download that will embed specific frequencies and vibrations into your phone's light photons and sound waves. Calibrations designed to affect taste.
The Vitalizer one is better than the other one, for sure.
Hydration, absorption,
Feel silkier.
and perhaps most incredibly, your strength, flexibility, and energy. Amazing.
Wow. Crazy. Well, salud. I'm loving it.
Go to www.vitalizerapp.com and make your smartphone brilliant.
The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Hi, this is Faith. Welcome to the Faith Washington Show. We will discuss life, business, leadership, family, and fun, and what happens when your view of the world expands. A wide variety of guests will provide insight on how they do business, family, and leadership in their lives. So now, here's today's show.
Mike Open.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us tonight on the Faith Washington Show. We are live on Facebook, Periscope, 95.3 FM, 1470 AM, and the iHeartRadio app. And I have special guest with me tonight, Suzanne Zavell. Suzanne is my friend from LinkedIn. That is how we connected. That's how I connect with my clients for my coaching business. And we've known each other for, what did we figure out, like 3 years?
Three and a half years.
Three and a half years. And she is here with me tonight. She hails from
South Carolina.
Okay. And
Originally from Texas. I live in Charleston now.
okay. And you love Charleston.
I love Charleston. It's a great city. Yes.
Well, Suzanne has a really very cool story, and we're gonna hear about that. But I want her to give us a little bit of background as to some of the things that she's done and her accomplishments, because that really segues into her business and some of the challenges and kind of what brought her here and now. So tell us a little bit about, she's a bikini athlete, not like you can't tell, but tell us a little bit about that, Suzanne.
So I originally went to college to become a registered nurse. And I always
So she is a registered
I am
nurse,
still a
folks.
registered nurse.
ER? Did you do ER?
I did not. I did labor and delivery.
Labor and delivery, same thing. It's still ER.
It's still pretty intense.
Yeah, very.
And I love that part of my life. But my real passion has always been fitness. I've always enjoyed working out. Since I was about 16 years old, I started lifting weights and really getting into fitness and wellness, and I just had a real passion for it. But I never ever followed that dream until much later in my life.
Right. And that much later in life occurred because of tragedy. And that was really about losing her very best friend, Tinsley.
Correct.
And Tinsley was 49 years old when she passed away from breast cancer.
Yeah.
And she made Suzanne promise what?
As she was dying, and it was a long process, but we had a lot of time to talk, and when she was dying, she made me promise her that I would really live my life. And she looked me in the eye and she told me that I was just existing and that I really hadn't tapped into my full power.
How did you feel when she said to you, Suzanne, all you're doing is existing?
I really, I got it. And it was something that I'd never really wanted to really look at. But after witnessing what she went through with cancer, it made me realize that she was actually right. And it was a huge wake-up call for me.
And I think that's one of the things that I like to convey to the entrepreneurs in the audience, is that it's not about just existing, going to a job 9 to 5 or 3 to 11, where you're just existing and being miserable. If you hate what you do, stop doing it. Find something else that you love. Be excited about what you do. bring your passion and your gifts and your talents to the world. God gave you those things for a reason. He gave those things to you so that you could flourish, so you could be in the ease and flow of life, and so that you could do what this beautiful young woman has done, which has turned her life completely and totally around. So at how many, 46, I believe?
So yes, at 46 years old, a few months after she passed away, I was at the gym and someone asked me if I'd ever considered competing. And I looked at them and literally laughed. I said, absolutely not. I'm 46 years old.
And that was a lot of self-confidence, right, Suzanne?
Yeah. I said, no. I've never thought of that. I had 2 children. I said, no, I've never thought about that. But then later that evening, I really had what I would call a true like epiphany moment where I was sitting down. I know exactly where I was. I can remember it like yesterday, and I realized that I had wanted to chase that dream of becoming an elite athlete. And it was back when I was a teenager, and I'd never given myself permission to do that. I didn't feel like I was worthy of that. I didn't feel like I could ever do something like that. And I realized in one moment, the only person who had stopped me was me.
Wow.
And it hurt bad. I was bawling and literally wailing, crying, because it was such a realization that I had not wasted, but I had spent 46 years doing something that I really wasn't passionate about. And
I thought you were supposed to.
I thought I was supposed to.
Oh, the box.
Stay in the box.
That's the box that we always talk about.
I was supposed to stay in the box, and I had stayed in the box.
You good girl, you.
I was miserable. I was not happy. Yeah, I was truly not happy. I was sort of just going through life, going through the motions, and doing the right thing, according to everyone else's ideas.
Right, but everyone else's ideas didn't build the massive empire that you have built.
That's correct. Yeah, that's true.
So you had to step outside of that box.
I did.
And pull everybody with you that you loved.
Right.
And said, you know what, folks, we're not going to stay in the box anymore.
Yes.
We're going to go this way.
Yes, I did.
And when you did, your passions of helping people get healthy,
right,
the health and well-being, yours first and then everyone else's, and empowering yourself and other people to realize that there are other options in life.
Correct.
Became your guiding light.
It did, yes. I started competing. I decided in June of 2013 to compete, and I started in September, and within 1 year, I was second in the nation.
Second in the nation, folks. I don't know if you understand what that means, but to be second in the nation in the NPC is quite an accomplishment and
it was
an amazing
that...
accolade. And I wish I could show you the pictures. You can find her on Facebook, but amazing. Just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful pictures.
It was something that I envisioned in my mind that I could accomplish, and I had zero doubt that I could do it. And I just knew that it would be.
And you did it.
And I did it. It was crazy. It really was. It was insane.
Crazy fun.
Crazy fun. Amazing journey. Yes.
And then you brought a lot of people with you because
I did.
I'll bet money that they were watching you the whole time as you were transforming, going, what are you doing?
Yes.
What are you doing?
I had.
And so what were you doing besides a different mindset? What else were you doing to bring that about, which is your current business?
Yes. So I had created a following in social media of my journey to the stage. And about 8 weeks before my first national show, I was introduced to an incredible opportunity with a health and wellness company. It was a network marketing company. I was at first very turned off by the idea of network marketing because
skeptical.
There were so many people telling me it was this and that, and but I fell in love with the system, and the product changed my life completely. And I was on fire to share this with other people. So it was very easy for me to share it.
It's organic.
It's completely organic, non-GMO. It's a cellular cleanse of your body. It's superfoods that fueled me. I had no idea our food supply is nutritionally bankrupt.
Right, and that's for a whole other
that's a whole other story.
Another show.
Yeah.
Because
we don't have time.
Yeah, she and I know that, but the majority of humans out there don't.
Yeah.
So
it just led to a very an easy segue for me to share this, because I had already built a foundation of trust with people, and they knew that I wasn't gonna put something in my body that wasn't amazing. So my team grew from me to over 2,000 people in about 3 years.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
It was fun.
And you know something?
It is fun.
It is a large team of people to manage. And having been on Suzanne's team, I know she gives you personal attention. So it's not just, wow, here's the product, this is what you need to do, go for it. That's not how she operates. She completely and totally is supportive. She will give you anything and everything that you need, as much as she can. Time and attention, anytime. Texting, phone, everything.
True. That's true. I'm very passionate about helping people.
Mind-blowing. You are.
Thank you.
But the results in not only your business, but your peers and the respect that they have for you. Casey, all the people on the Isagenix team, the owners of the company themselves, they gave you Athlete of the Year, is that correct?
Well,
it
wasn't Athlete of the Year, but I was elected, or I was
Team Isagenix.
Team Isagenix. Yeah, I became a Team
Isagenix
Isagenix athlete. There's several thousand applicants, and it was something I really, really desired and had full intention of becoming that, and that happened. So that was amazing.
Oh, that is amazing.
Yeah.
That's pretty miraculous.
It's pretty crazy.
A lot of people on that team, and they picked you.
Yes, it was. I'm very honored to be on that team, for sure.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I love that, love that, love that. One of the things that I wanted to talk about was the products themselves. The cleanse.
Yes.
Releases the toxins from the body.
Correct.
And that allows the body to do a few things.
Yes.
If you release toxins, what's happening?
Well, toxins are directly linked to so many diseases. Obesity, type 2 diabetes, heart disease, autoimmune disease, cancer, and on it goes. So I'm not going to make any medical claims here, but I can just tell you that when you do take care of your body is what can heal itself.
Yes.
I think God designed our bodies just as an incredible machine, but they're not functioning. They're not functioning normally because of the state of the environment that we live in. So when you can correct that on a cellular level, then the body can do what it's really designed to do, which is a pretty miraculous thing.
Yes, agreed.
Yeah.
Back to homeostasis.
Yes.
It always goes back to normal, and normal is as good as the food and the water that we put in.
Correct. You truly are what you eat.
Yes. So if those things are polluted or they are distorted, then the body doesn't have what it needs to work with to actually up-level and heal itself.
True.
And our minds are neuroplastic, so our minds are able to do the healing if we'll focus on that.
Correct.
Which I absolutely love.
Yeah.
I love that. And not only did you find the health and wellness, but you also found financial freedom.
Financial freedom, yes.
What does that feel like? What does that feel like, girlie? I want you to tell the audience how great that feels.
It's an amazing feeling. I credit so much to my team. I mean, we definitely work as a team. This is not about me. This is about me pouring love and belief into other people. So my job is really to pour that belief and love into other people, and in turn, the money comes. So it's now a residual income that comes to me no matter what. So that's why I'm able to...
When you're sleeping. When you're sleeping.
When I'm sleeping, I'm making more money than I did punching a clock. I love it. I feel so blessed and so grateful. I'm so grateful. So my team is just continuing to expand. We're expanding globally all the time, and it's a lot of fun. I get to work from anywhere, and anywhere I have cell phone service. I'm very grateful not to have to punch a time clock ever again.
Right, and that ability to work remotely allows you to travel all over the globe, like Boca Raton, and Delray, and come and spend time with me.
Yes, none of this would have been possible if I was stuck in a job. I mean, it just
or me either.
Right?
Like, this is my fun night. Thursday nights are my fun night.
Yes.
Like interviewing high-level entreps, I get to have fun. This is a blast.
It is. It's a lot of fun, and I can't imagine. I'm very grateful not to have to do that again. Most people don't understand that there are options, right?
Oh,
can we talk about that?
Options, yes, please, let's do. Options. Oh my goodness, that means you have choices.
Yes.
So you do not have to choose to stay stuck in a job or stuck doing something you detest or hate. You can step outside of that. Contact Suzanne, contact me. You can find us on Facebook, Faith Washington. You can go to Suzanne Zavell. Contact us and ask us what you can do differently than what you're currently doing.
Right.
So you can love your life. If you're here, it's a marathon. If you're going to be here, you might as well have fun.
Exactly.
That's the way I look at it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes.
One of the other things that we spoke about is that not only did you own it
Yes.
and feel it, it was the actual emotions that went with choosing, wow, oh my God, I can't blame this on anybody,
right,
but I've got to own it.
Yeah.
You also grieved the loss
yes.
of what you missed out on.
I did. Yeah. I mean, in that moment when I realized that I couldn't blame the fact that I hadn't done more with my life, I couldn't blame anyone for that except myself. And I really did. I had to grieve the loss of 46 years of not chasing my dream. And, and put that behind me, but look forward and feeling completely empowered, knowing that I could do and create anything that I desired. I just felt completely free to create and to be who God created me to be, as I am.
And that was really a shift in your mindset.
Yeah.
It wasn't so much that, wow, you lost a job or something else happened. It wasn't a physical condition. In other words, it was unconditional. In other words, it was something within you that said,
yeah,
all right, you know something? The only person who's in control of my life is me.
Yeah.
And this is who I'm going to choose to be.
Right.
So I'm stepping from A to B and saying, okay, this is what I'm going to do for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
I'm going to have fun.
Yes.
That was the same choice that I made. I said, no more of this box. It's got to go.
Right.
I want to enjoy doing what I do and love helping people on a deeper level so that they can step into their power.
Right.
Because when we own our own power, then everybody else around us sees it, and they want to be like that. They want to be a part of it.
Exactly.
And that's building a team.
Right.
That's what it's about.
That's what it's all about. It's showing people that they have what it takes. And until you believe in yourself, there's really, I sometimes believe in my people more than they believe in themselves. And sometimes that's what it takes. You hold their hand.
You hold space for them.
Hold a space for them to feel safe and to really do that personal growth that they have to do. But it's really, I tell this to my team all the time, your business, no matter what you're in, your business will only grow to the extent that you grow yourself, period.
True. So we
no matter
are always working on ourselves internally,
yes,
so that is expanding. So
correct,
as we expand and grow our personal way of living, then other people are able to step inside of that circle and benefit from it. So if you ever think that you've reached the destination, you're wrong.
You're wrong.
No, you haven't. Really, you haven't. So we just talked about that they didn't believe in themselves.
Right.
They don't believe that it can be done.
Right.
That's probably one of the objections that you
yes,
get in the business when you're working with somebody who's thinking
yes,
or considering network marketing,
yes,
because they've got a block. They think, oh, network marketing, oh, I'm not going to do that. I'm not good at sales. I'm not
right,
good at this. I'm not
yeah,
good at that. Which is really...
It's just a mindset.
It is a mindset.
Yeah, it's just a mindset, and people don't know what they don't know.
We talked
right?
about that
We talked
earlier,
about this. People
yes,
don't know what they don't know,
yes,
and I really honestly don't feel like I'm doing sales, because I'm truly just passionate about what I have. I know its power. I believe in it. I've experienced it. I've seen it in hundreds of other people. We've got 5 scientific back studies that are peer reviewed. I mean, I know that it works. So I don't feel like it's selling anything. And what I've done is I've utilized social media to my advantage. So I use more something called attraction marketing.
Yes.
I don't.
It's enrollment.
It's just.
Yeah, it's enrollment.
It's just sharing. It's just drawing people to yourself. And I just believe that when you are who you're supposed to be, and just your authentic self, the right people come into your circle of influence. For sure.
I can't agree with that more. I think, and not only that is, not only do you attract people, but you also, because you're such a magnet, when you believe in yourself and you've got all these things that are going and you're in alignment, then people then begin to believe in themselves, and then they know it can be done.
Right.
And then they're willing to step into, hey, you know what, I might be able to do this. And then suddenly they find, oh my gosh, yes. I can do it.
Yes.
I can do it. I am doing it. Here we go.
Yes. 100%. Yes. And so much of my time is spent coaching people just like you do on their beliefs and really getting through their limited belief systems and creating a new identity, because it's all about whoever you think you are, that's who you are.
And that's who you show up in life.
That's how you show up as.
Who you are being is literally going to attract what you believe.
Correct.
So you
Good
have
or
to,
bad.
You have to believe it before you see it. I always tell my clients, you must believe before you see. There is no other way around it.
Right.
People say, well, you know, I'll believe that, Suzanne, when I see it. No. Opposite. You have to believe first. And I wonder
easy.
I don't
it's
think
the easy button.
I don't think our button's not working. We got
easy button. I mean, it's easy. Just hit it. But it's believing it and feeling it. It's really knowing. It's that knowing. It's that emotional attachment to knowing that what it is, whatever that is that you desire already is. It may not be in your direct reality yet. You may not be able to physically touch it yet, but it's there. But you've got to believe it and feel it and know it, and it comes. I mean, just like following my passion of fitness. Who would have thought that I would have created this kind of income following my fitness of working out? It's crazy.
Because it's your gift. It's your gift.
It's just what I love. It's crazy. Yeah. It is truly amazing.
Love that. All right, so let's talk a little bit about the company. How much time do we have?
Like 8.
Okay, good.
Okay, great.
So, Isagenix is the name of the company.
Yes.
It is very much performance, fitness,
anti-aging,
health, well-being, anti-aging related, and it is foodstuffs.
Correct.
Foodstuffs and really the cellular cleansing, which is incredibly important.
Right.
Why don't you, I would love for the audience to hear about the cellular cleansing.
Okay.
Because I know that that's kind of a foreign thought process.
Right. So when I was first introduced to cellular cleansing, or this whole cleansing idea, I had a negative connotation in my mind of...
What did you think?
I was thinking sitting on the toilet, to be honest with you.
Got it.
I was thinking intestinal type gut things.
Right.
And, but I just didn't understand it. So Isagenix Cellular Cleanse is very unique because it uses something called intermittent fasting. Mm-hmm. That's the medical term. It's intermittent fasting, but it's nutritionally supported.
Okay.
So on your cleanse days, you're cleansing anywhere from 24 to 48 hours. I typically do a 48-hour cleanse because it's about 80% more effective.
Right, 80% more effective. However, you're more of a trained athlete.
Yes.
So starting someone out probably isn't going to be, that's probably not going to be the first thing that you
And there's
do.
actually an ability to do what's called a daily cleanse, which my children do. And for someone who really doesn't need to lose a lot of weight, or maybe someone who has certain medical conditions that...
They need to be a little more careful.
They need to be a little more cautious.
A little slower.
Right, so they'll have Cleanse for Life just at night.
Okay.
Yeah, so there's a few different ways to do it. But we have a clinical study now that shows an over 30% increase in the flow of toxins in the bloodstream on cleansing days. So now we've been in business for 15 years, Isagenix has, but now we've got 5 scientific studies, one of which really nails it, showing what we've already felt for a long, long time in our own bodies and seen it. But now we've got the scientific evidence to also back that up, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah, I think there's been a lot of studies done on different types of fasting.
Yes, intermittent fasting is something that everyone needs to try. It's amazing.
Agreed. Well, it clears out your liver, it clears out your kidneys, not to mention that it helps clear your brain and give you clearer thought processes, less brain fog. So many different things that occur in the bloodstream and your blood work when you're doing the fasting.
Yes.
And it's all beneficial. people don't realize that. They just continue to stuff food in every day thinking, okay, I've got to eat 3 meals a day
Yes.
or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And that's not really beneficial.
Right.
That isn't, because most of your food isn't getting absorbed anyway, all you're doing is putting a massive load
Calories.
on the body.
Right.
And
Empty calories.
Empty calories.
Yeah, I had
Because
no
they're not
idea.
they're not being utilized. So what
Yeah.
does the body do with it? Stores it in the liver, stores it as fat. It's that
Correct.
simple. Yeah.
And as an athlete, I was of the mindset, I mean, keep in mind, I was 8 weeks out from a national show when I was introduced to Isogenics.
Oh, you were 8 weeks
I was 8
out.
weeks out. Okay, so
You usually do 12 weeks.
Yes.
So being 8 weeks out, you only have
It's-
2 months left to go.
Yeah, it's not
that's
the
not
time
the time
to try something.
Introduce a new product.
No, it's not.
Bad idea.
It's bad. I actually didn't tell my coach because she literally would have fired me. I didn't tell anyone but here's the thing. I had a mindset that I would try it for 2 weeks
Right.
and see what happened, and that I felt like, well, if it messes up, I've got 6 weeks to kind of fix it.
Right.
But what happened was that within 2 weeks of starting it, I was so shredded, Faith, that I had to stop cardio. I was about 11% body fat.
And you can't go below that.
I couldn't go below that for bikini
Yeah.
division. So
Yeah, otherwise it looks weird. Yeah.
But it was so simple. I did not do a peak week diet. That's the typical bodybuilding kind of thing. I actually walked on stage feeling
great.
awesome, feeling great, and
Energized.
and I took third at that first show. And then about 6 weeks later, after traveling around and really enjoying my life, I mean, it was like freedom to have this type of tool. And I felt guilty because I took second, and it was so easy. And the next day, I was invited to represent the United States at the Arnold Classic.
Sweet.
And I am the oldest bikini athlete to ever take that stage.
Yeah, baby. We'll take that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sweet.
So it was really fun. I was competing against little 20-year-old Russian girls and other people from all over the world, and I was 47, I think, or 8.
Cleaning
So-
up, baby. We call that cleaning up.
But it was amazing. Yeah.
What a great experience.
It was an incredible
2 minutes.
experience. Yeah.
Yeah, you've definitely proven. What was the motto? That you can change your life at 50. You can do it.
You can
just
do it.
have to make that choice and purpose in your mind and your heart
Yes.
to move forward and do that.
It's all about the power of intention. It's all about you
Absolutely.
making up your mind of what you desire, what you want, and just get real with yourself. And stop listening to everyone telling that you can't or that you won't or that it's not going to work. Stop. Don't even get around those people.
The peanut gallery. Don't listen to the peanut gallery.
And I always say this too. I never take advice from broke, unhappy people. Ever.
Good point.
Right?
Good point.
Don't take advice from broke, unhappy people. Just don't.
Agreed. How are we doing on time? What else do you want to say?
1
Something
minute.
Impactful. Look in the
Oh,
camera.
Lord.
Tell
I
us
would just
something
say
great.
to follow.
How can they get in touch with you?
Okay, so yes, you can find me on Facebook. My name is Suzanne, and my last name is Z-A-V, like Victor, E-L-L-E. I have a personal page, and I've got a fitness page, but probably the best way to reach me would be just reaching out with a message on Messenger
Sounds
on
good.
Facebook, or you can look me up on LinkedIn as well, or Twitter,
Cool.
or
All right.
Instagram. I'm
Guys.
known as One Ripped Mom.
Thank you
Yeah.
so much for joining us tonight on the Faith Washington Show. We are live on Facebook Periscope. We're live on 95.3 FM, 1470 AM, and the iHeartRadio app. And this has been my guest, Suzanne Zavell. Have a great night. We'll see you next week. And if you celebrate, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, all that good stuff. See ya.
You've been listening and watching The Faith Washington Show, where we have widened your view of the world. Our guests share their business, family, and fun life hacks to make your world better. Hope you've learned something to apply to your life and business.
The opinions expressed on the preceding sponsored program were strictly those of its hosts, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.